Diabetes for 10 years improved. A simple folk remedy with white radish and eggs helps eliminate post-meal fatigue. Dear friends, during my 20-plus years working in the field of nutrition and metabolic disease treatment, I have met countless people living with diabetes. Some were diagnosed only a few years ago, while others have struggled with the condition for more than a decade. Yet most of them shared the same troubling issue. After every meal, they felt drained, exhausted, sleepy, lightheaded, and unable to do anything. I truly understand that feeling. When blood sugar spikes after eating, the body must work very hard to bring it back under control. This sudden drop in energy leaves people feeling overwhelmingly tired. Many patients told me, "Doctor, I take my medication properly and follow a strict diet, yet I still feel exhausted after eating. Why?" Surprisingly, an extremely simple and inexpensive folk dish helped many of them regain energy. White radish cooked with chicken eggs, a dish that seems ordinary but contains remarkable benefits for people with diabetes. After about 2 weeks of using it regularly, patients reported feeling more energetic and less fatigued after meals. Their morning blood sugar readings also became more stable. That small change motivated me to study this remedy more deeply. And indeed, both Eastern and Western medicine provide convincing explanations for how white radish and eggs help regulate blood sugar, improve metabolism, and reduce post-meal fatigue. In today's video, I want to share with you this folk remedy that has been supported by modern science. Just one white radish and one chicken egg, if prepared and used correctly, can bring noticeable improvement. You eat better, feel lighter, and especially stop feeling tired after meals. Part 1. A true story. From doubt to real improvement. About 6 months ago, I met a 66-year-old man in Bin Duong who had lived with diabetes for over 10 years. He told me that he took his medication every day and avoided white rice completely. Yet after every meal, he still felt heavy-headed, weak, and shaky, tired in his arms and legs, lifeless and unable to function. He once said something I will never forget. "I'm already used to being sick, but the exhaustion after eating frightens me the most. It feels like my energy just disappears." I recommended that he try white radish cooked with eggs 3 times a week, each time with 1 white radish and 1 boiled egg. He was skeptical at first. "My mother used to cook that dish, but it didn't cure anything." I smiled and explained that the right method, timing, and food combination make the difference. After 2 weeks, he called me back, his voice full of excitement. "Doctor, after eating this dish, I feel lighter. I'm no longer exhausted like before. My fasting blood sugar is more stable, around 6 millimol. Even better, his spirit changed. He said he enjoyed life again, ate better, slept deeper, and no longer feared mealtimes. His story is not unique. Many others have achieved the same result. This shows that folk remedies can be surprisingly effective when we understand the science behind them. Part 2. Why do people with diabetes feel so tired after eating? Feeling tired after meals is extremely common among those with diabetes, especially long-term patients. Here's the medical explanation. When we eat, sugar enters the blood. In healthy individuals, insulin quickly brings that sugar into cells to produce energy. However, in people with type 2 diabetes, the cells stop responding properly to insulin resistance. So even though there's a lot of sugar in the blood, the cells don't receive enough energy. This leads to fatigue, drowsiness, dizziness, weakness, and heavy limbs, heart palpitations, and mild shortness of breath. Meanwhile, the pancreas and liver must work harder to control the high blood sugar, consuming even more energy. Another issue is unbalanced diet habits. Many diabetic patients avoid too many foods and unknowingly create meals too high in starch and low in protein and fiber. Blood sugar rises sharply after eating, then drops quickly, causing an abrupt energy crash. So the key is not only whether blood sugar is high or low, but how much it fluctuates after meals. To stop feeling tired after eating, you must keep your blood sugar more stable. To keep energy levels stable, blood sugar must remain steady and not rise and fall sharply. Interestingly, white radish, a familiar and inexpensive vegetable, can naturally help support this process. In the next section, I will explain why white radish is highly valued in traditional medicine and why diabetics should include it regularly in their diet. Part 3. White radish. Little ginseng. That helps stabilize blood sugar and cool the body, dear friends. White radish is a very common vegetable in our country and are affordable and easy to find. Yet not many people know that in traditional medicine, white radish is compared to small ginseng. Although not rare like real ginseng, its tonifying and blood-regulating effects are surprisingly impressive. According to Oriental medicine, flavor, slightly spicy and sweet. Nature, cooling meridians entered. Lungs, stomach, spleen with functions including regulating qi, energy flow, improving digestion, reducing stagnation and phlegm, detoxifying and promoting metabolism for people with diabetes. These actions are very fitting because the root cause in traditional medicine is often linked to weak spleen and stomach, stagnated qi and impaired metabolism, making blood sugar hard to stabilize. White radish helps. Cool the liver, clear heat from the lungs, improve digestion, enhance blood sugar regulation naturally. Its mild spiciness also stimulates digestion, reducing bloating, a common symptom in type 2 diabetes. A well-known folk saying goes, eat radishes in winter, ginger in summer, and you'll rarely need a doctor. Radish helps detoxify and support metabolism. When the body is less heated and the liver and kidneys work better, blood sugar becomes easier to manage. Modern science confirms this white radish contains a compound called glucoraphanin. After digestion, it converts into isothiocyanate, a substance proven to increase insulin sensitivity, reduce fat accumulation in the liver. These factors are crucial for diabetes control and prevention of fatty liver disease. Additionally, radish contains both soluble and insoluble fiber, which slows carbohydrate absorption, prevents sudden spikes in blood sugar after meals. This helps you feel lighter and avoid post-meal fatigue. However, radish alone is not enough. To maintain stable energy, the body needs high-quality protein that does not raise blood sugar, and the ideal source is chicken eggs. Let's explore why. Part 4. Chicken eggs, a golden protein source, supporting blood sugar stability and liver protection. Dear friends, eggs are considered one of the most nutritious and balanced foods for people with diabetes. Some worry about cholesterol, but when consumed properly, eggs actually support health, not harm it. Each egg contains complete protein with all essential amino acids, easy to digest, and provides steady energy, glycemic index, GI, Supers 0, does not raise blood sugar. Egg yolks provide choline, helps remove fat from the liver. Lecithin supports brain health and metabolism. Fatty liver is a common complication in type 2 diabetes, and eggs help prevent it. Moreover, egg protein slows digestion, meaning when eaten with vegetables or carbohydrates, sugar is absorbed more slowly. Blood sugar does not spike after meals. Energy remains stable for hours. A study published in Nutrients and Diabetes, 2018, showed that diabetics who ate eggs 3 to 4 times per week had better blood sugar stability, reduced post-meal fatigue, improved overall metabolic markers. A perfect combination when paired with white radish. Radish helps cool the body, detoxify, and support glucose control. Eggs provide stable energy and nourish the body together. They create a very balanced dish. One ingredient purifies, one ingredient revitalizes. Cooling plus strengthening, blood sugar control plus long-lasting energy. Next, I will share with you how to cook white radish with eggs properly, when and how often to use it, who should and should not eat it. Part 5, how to properly combine white radish and chicken eggs. An effective folk secret, dear friends. Though the dish of white radish cooked with chicken eggs seems very simple, to fully harness its benefits, especially for stabilizing blood sugar and reducing post-meal fatigue, you need to prepare and use it carefully. I've guided many patients through this, and most have seen visible results within just a few weeks. Ingredient selection. Choose a fresh, firm white radish, not soft or mushy, so that its natural active compounds remain intact. Peel the radish thinly, wash it, and cut into slices or bite-sized pieces. Select chicken eggs, ideally from free-range sources, avoiding industrial eggs with more unhealthy fats. Use 1 egg per meal, that's sufficient. Cooking method. Bring about 400 ml of water to a boil in a pot. Add the prepared white radish and cook for 10 minutes until it softens. Next, add the washed egg and boil for another 5 minutes. Once the egg is cooked, peel it and return it to the pot with the radish and its cooking water. Simmer for 2 more minutes so the egg absorbs the mild, refreshing flavor. If you like, you may add a few chopped green onions or slices of ginger for extra taste and digestive support. Avoid adding oil or too much salt as these reduce the radish's cleansing effect. Light seasoning is recommended, just enough to enjoy the radish's natural sweetness. How often and when to eat best? Eaten in the morning or at lunchtime when the stomach is not too full. Consume 2 to 3 times per week for best effect. Being consistent over about 4 weeks is key to noticing clear results. This dish will not immediately lower your blood sugar, but gradually helps your body stabilize it, so your energy is released steadily. You will start feeling lighter after meals, no longer exhausted, and enjoy better sleep at night. Things to avoid. Avoid frying or sautéing the dish. Cooking with high heat and oil can destroy the beneficial compounds in the radish and increase unhealthy fat intake, especially problematic for diabetics with a risk of dyslipidemia. Do not enjoy this dish at the same time as sour fruits or milk. The acids can interfere with protein absorption. To help reduce the rate of blood sugar rise, cool the body, lighten the stomach, improve digestion, and eliminate that post-meal fatigue, I'll now explain the scientific mechanism behind this dish. Why just 2 simple ingredients can bring such balanced effects on blood sugar and energy, especially for diabetics. Part 6. Mechanism of action. Why this simple dish? Works, dear friends. Many people who try the white radish and egg dish report that within just a few meals they feel healthier, less tired, and their morning blood sugar is more stable. Some wonder, how can only 2 rustic ingredients bring such encouraging results? The answer lies in the harmonious combination of fiber, protein, and natural bioactives in white radish and eggs. First, white radish is very rich in soluble fiber, especially pectin. In the intestines, this fiber forms a soft gel-like layer that slows glucose absorption. As a result, sugar from food does not rush into the bloodstream quickly. The slower, steadier rise in blood sugar lightens the load on the pancreas and helps insulin work more effectively. Second, white radish also contains active compounds such as glucoraphanin and its metabolite isothiocyanate, which research has shown increased cell sensitivity to insulin. When cells respond better to insulin, blood sugar is utilized more efficiently, reducing sugar accumulation and the fatigue that comes from lack of usable energy. Third, eggs supply high-quality, complete protein. When eaten with a carbohydrate or vegetable dish, the protein slows down overall digestion, so sugar enters the bloodstream more gradually. In addition, protein stimulates glucagon, a hormone that helps regulate energy and prevents post-meal crashes. Notably, the combination of radish and egg brings a yin-yang balance in traditional terms. Radish belongs to cooling, purifying foods. Chicken eggs are neutral and nourishing. Together they cool the body yet support energy and restoration. Modern studies back this up. For example, a 2022 study published in Food Biochemistry found that white radish extract helped reduce blood sugar and improved activity of glucose metabolism enzymes in type 2 diabetes. Another review in Nutrient Research Review found that meals combining fiber plus high-quality protein produced post-meal blood sugar levels 10–15%, lower than meals of refined grains alone. Thus, this simple dish works. Naturally, radish regulates sugar absorption. Eggs provide sustained energy. Together, they help the body balance metabolism, reduce fatigue, maintain alertness, and support long-term blood sugar stability. In the next section, I will clearly share who should use this dish, who needs to be careful, and how to adjust it for each body type, so you can apply it safely and most effectively. Part 7. Who should use it and who should be careful? Dear friends, though the dish of white radish cooked with eggs is easy to cook and brings many benefits for diabetics, not everyone should use it the same way. Some people will see noticeable improvement, but others need to pay attention to a few important points to avoid unintended effects. Very suitable for people with diabetes who often feel tired, lethargic after eating, those who experience bloating, indigestion, or have mild fatty liver, people with moderately elevated blood sugar or early-stage diabetes. They can use this dish regularly and see significant improvement. Older adults with weaker digestion, indigestion, heartburn, or mild bloating, this dish can help. Radish cools and detoxifies. Eggs nourish, use with caution or modify if you have low blood pressure. Radish is cooling and may slightly lower BP, so use in moderation. You have a sensitive stomach or frequent stomach coldness. Add a few slices of ginger when cooking to warm the stomach and neutralize radish's cooling effect. You are taking hypoglycemic medications or high blood pressure drugs. Monitor blood sugar closely when using this dish, because radish plus egg may help reduce blood sugar naturally, and you want to avoid dropping too low. You are pregnant or breastfeeding. The dish is generally safe, but if you're taking medications or have anemia, consult your doctor because eggs do contain cholesterol. You must remember, this dish is not a substitute for medical treatment. It is supportive, helping your body stabilize energy, reduce post-meal fatigue, and improve metabolism, but it does not replace diabetes medication, monitoring, or medical advice. You should consider this as part of a healthy lifestyle, including light exercise, regular sleep, maintaining a healthy weight, and a calm mind. When all these factors work together, your body can self-regulate well. Good, stable blood sugar and natural, restored health without having to rely too heavily on medicine. Now I'll move to the next section. I'll summarize the key points of this folk remedy and give you some additional tips so you can apply the white radish plus chicken egg dish most effectively and sustainably. Part 8. Summary and heartfelt advice. Dear friends, after everything we've shared today, you now understand why white radish cooked with chicken eggs is considered by many a valuable folk remedy for people with diabetes. It's not a miracle cure, but a natural way to support your body, helping stabilize blood sugar, calm the mind, and gradually improve health every day. White radish, with its cool and sweet nature, helps to cool down, detoxify, cleanse the liver, eliminate phlegm, and aid digestion. Chicken eggs are a complete source of high-quality protein, provide sustained energy, and prevent sharp blood sugar swings after meals. When these two ingredients are combined properly, they form a dish that is both nutritionally and medicinally balanced. The best part? This dish is very affordable and easy to make. Anyone can cook it in their kitchen. With persistence, just a few times a week, eaten regularly, your body will gradually adjust. You'll feel less fatigue after meals, and your morning blood sugar will likely become more stable. I know many of you who've lived with diabetes for years feel anxious and sometimes discouraged. But dear friends, when we choose the right lifestyle and the right foods, the condition can become completely controllable. The dish of white radish with chicken eggs is a close, accessible example of that. I truly believe that health is the result of perseverance plus understanding. When you understand your body, eat properly, sleep enough, and exercise gently each day, medicine becomes a small support. Your body heals itself most naturally. If you'd like me to send you more detailed instructions on how often to eat, how to combine this dish with vegetables and other diabetic-friendly foods, please leave the number 99 in the comment section below. I will share even more details in the next video to help you apply it easily and effectively in practice. Dear friends, we've just explored this folk tip. Simple, cost-effective white radish cooked with eggs, helping stabilize blood sugar, reduce post-meal fatigue, and improve overall health. But the journey to diabetes control is about more than lowering blood sugar. Even more important is preventing dangerous complications, silently developing over time, like cardiovascular disease, kidney damage, eye problems, or nerve damage. So beyond white radish and eggs, I want to share one more very familiar food, low cost, yet equally effective. Okra, a vegetable found in almost every Vietnamese kitchen, but scientifically recognized as a natural nemesis of diabetes and a help for preventing complications at their root. Part 9. Okra, a rustic vegetable but a nemesis of diabetes. Dear friends, perhaps in many kitchens okra is very familiar, lightly boiled or cooked in sour soup, sweet and humble. But few know it's also considered a nemesis of diabetes, helping stabilize blood sugar, improve metabolism, and prevent complications in a very effective way. I recall one patient, a 58-year-old woman in Dong Thap with diabetes for 8 years. Every morning her blood sugar was above 8 mmol. She took her medicine but still felt tired after meals, sleepy, and her hands and feet were numb. I showed her how to use okra, soaked in water, to drink each morning. After just over 2 weeks, she called me with good news. Her blood sugar dropped to just above 6 mmol. She felt relieved, no longer as tired as before. Now, many you may think this was luck or coincidence. But in fact, okra contains a number of natural active compounds that help stop blood sugar from rising after meals. It acts like a biological filter in the intestine, regulating the speed of sugar absorption and reducing stress on the pancreas. Not only I, but researchers around the world have documented this. For example, a systematic review and meta-analysis found that okra treatment improved glycemic control in pre-diabetic and type 2 diabetic patients. PMC pre-1. In our country, okra is not only a food, but also a medicinal ingredient. Since ancient times, our grandparents have said that eating okra helps cool the liver, brighten the eyes, and keep the body light and healthy. Today, modern science has confirmed that okra contains a variety of beneficial compounds, such as flavonoids, polysaccharides, and mucilage. These components help slow down sugar absorption, lower bad cholesterol, and protect blood vessels. Sometimes the simplest foods in our daily meals become the golden key to restoring health, if we know how to use them properly. Let's take a deeper look at why okra can help prevent blood sugar spikes after meals, using modern scientific explanations. Why can okra reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes? Many people think only diabetes medications can control blood sugar. But nature has given us many foods that can naturally regulate blood sugar, and okra is a prime example. If you've ever sliced fresh okra, you'll notice a sticky gel-like substance inside. That sticky layer is the key. In modern nutrition science, it's called mucilage, a type of soluble fiber with a unique structure. When okra mucilage enters the intestines, it forms a thin coating on the intestinal lining. This slows the absorption of glucose from food into the bloodstream. That means after eating rice or other starchy foods, glucose enters the blood more gradually instead of causing a sudden surge. With the absorption rate slowed, the pancreas doesn't have to work as hard or produce excess insulin. In addition, okra contains flavonoids and polysaccharides, powerful plant antioxidants that help protect pancreatic cells and improve the body's ability to respond to insulin. In simpler terms, okra not only prevents high blood sugar but also helps the body use sugar more efficiently. According to a 2020 study in Nutrition and Metabolism, people with type 2 diabetes who consumed okra regularly for 3 weeks showed significant improvements in HbA1c and more stable fasting blood sugar levels compared to those who didn't. Mucilage in okra also soothes the digestive tract and supports a healthier gut microbiome. When digestion works well, sugar and fat metabolism improves too. The benefits of okra appear gradually but sustainably. After 15-20 days of consistent use, many people experience more stable blood sugar levels and a lighter, more energized body. Okra is not a quick-fix treatment, but a natural long-term support that helps restore the body's own regulatory functions. What does traditional Oriental medicine say about okra? In traditional medicine, okra is not only a cooling vegetable, but also considered a valuable herb that clears heat, nourishes the kidneys, and restores body fluids. This makes it especially suitable for people with long-term diabetes who often experience internal heat. dryness, and fluid deficiency. In Oriental medicine theories, diabetes falls under the category of thirst disorder, where loss of body fluids leads to dry mouth, excessive thirst, frequent urination, and fatigue. The root cause is often a weakened spleen and stomach combined with yin deficiency, leading to internal heat and metabolic imbalance. Okra has a sweet flavor and cooling nature, enters the kidney and lung meridians, helps nourish yin. Clear heat eliminate dampness and soothe the body from the inside. Therefore, it can relieve common symptoms of diabetes such as excessive thirst, heat sensation, fatigue, constipation, and dry eyes or skin. Its ability to generate body fluids is also important. Diabetic individuals often struggle with dryness in many parts of the body. Ancient physicians recorded that regularly consuming okra helps reduce throat dryness, improve comfort, and even support better sleep. Since the kidneys are considered the root of life in Oriental medicine, okra's nourishing effects on the kidneys also support overall balance and healthier blood sugar regulation. When the kidneys are healthy, blood and energy flow smoothly, and yin and yang remain balanced. As a result, other organs, such as the liver, spleen, and lungs, are also supported. Therefore, eating okra regularly not only helps lower blood sugar but also protects the kidneys, one of the biggest concerns for people with diabetes. I often tell my patients, okra is a gift from nature for those who want to stabilize blood sugar gently without relying entirely on medication. When the liver and kidneys are nourished and the body is internally cooled, sugar and fat metabolism becomes more balanced. In the next section, let's explore a very important perspective: how okra helps prevent serious diabetes complications such as nerve damage, eye problems, heart disease, and kidney failure. How does okra help prevent diabetes complications? For most people with diabetes, the numbers on the blood sugar test aren't what they fear the most. What truly worries them are the silent complications that develop over time: blurred eyesight, numb extremities, kidney decline, weak heart function, and slow wound healing. These complications gradually reduce quality of life and may become life-threatening if not addressed early. Fortunately, some natural foods can help protect the body from complications by reducing damage to blood vessels, nerves, and vital organs. Okra is one of the most effective among them. Modern studies have shown that okra contains quercetin and rutin, two flavonoids with powerful antioxidant effects. They help neutralize free radicals, which are harmful molecules commonly found in higher quantities in diabetics due to prolonged high blood sugar. By reducing oxidative stress, okra helps protect blood vessels and improve circulation. This is extremely important because most diabetes complications originate from blood vessel wall damage and chronic low-grade inflammation. When tiny blood vessels are harmed, the eyes, kidneys, nerves, and heart don't receive enough blood supply. According to a 2021 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, okra extract helped reduce oxidative stress, lower inflammation markers, and improve kidney function in people with type 2 diabetes after just 8 weeks of consistent use. Okra is also rich in vitamin C and natural mucilage, which helps lubricate nerves and reduce numbness and tingling, very common symptoms in long-term diabetes. For the cardiovascular system, the soluble fiber in okra helps lower bad cholesterol and triglycerides, reducing the risk of arteriosclerosis, a serious complication in older diabetic patients. Just a small, inexpensive vegetable can protect blood vessels, support nerve health, shield the kidneys and heart. Help stabilize blood sugar. Okra is not just food. It is a natural protective leaf that helps prevent severe diabetes complications if used correctly and consistently. How to use okra correctly for blood sugar support. Although many people know okra is beneficial, the key is using it properly to maximize effectiveness and avoid side effects. Using too little won't help, but using it incorrectly may cause digestive problems or sudden changes in blood sugar. Here are the 2 most effective and safe methods to use at home. Method 1. Okra water ingredients. 3 fresh okra pods daily. Instructions: wash and trim the ends, slice into 1 to 2 centimeter pieces. Place into a glass or bottle. Add $300 ml of boiled and cooled water. Cover and leave overnight. Drink the water 30 minutes before breakfast. You will notice a slightly thick texture. This is the valuable mucilage that slows sugar absorption. If used daily, most people feel better and notice steadier blood sugar within 15 to 20 days. Method 2. Boiled or lightly steamed okra. Choose 4 to 5 fresh pods. Keep the skin on steam or boil until just cooked. Eat with lunch or dinner. Avoid stir-frying with too much oil. Using excessive salt or sauces, high heat and oily cooking reduce its cooling effect and burden the liver and kidneys. Note for people taking diabetes medication. Drink okra water at least 1 hour apart from medication to avoid interfering with drug absorption. Best times to use. In the morning on an empty stomach. In the evening, 1 hour before bedtime. This is the time when the body absorbs the active compounds in okra most effectively, and when blood sugar tends to fluctuate the most. For beginners, it is best to start with 3 okra pods per day. Then after 1 week, you may increase to 5 if your body responds well. Do not consume too much okra in a single day, as excessive intake may cause mild bloating. Many people combine drinking okra water in the morning and eating boiled okra at lunch or dinner. This provides the body with a steady supply of soluble fiber and antioxidants throughout the day. Remember, okra is a natural supporting food. Its benefits come from consistency and regular daily use. Do not rush or expect instant results. If you combine okra with a healthy diet, especially reducing refined starches and increasing green leafy vegetables, the improvement will be even more noticeable. Next, I will share the common mistakes when using okra, because even the best food, if used incorrectly, may lose its benefit or even cause unstable blood sugar. Mistakes. When using okra that can reduce. Its benefits. Okra is a simple but valuable food for people with diabetes. However, if used incorrectly, it may lead to digestive discomfort or make blood sugar control more difficult. Through my experience working with many patients, the following are the most frequent mistakes. Mistake 1. Soaking okra for too long. Some people think that the longer okra soaks, the more nutrients it releases. This is incorrect. After 12 hours, the mucilage begins to break down. The water may ferment, and bacteria can grow, causing gas, stomach ache, or indigestion. Soak it overnight only. Prepare it in the evening and drink it the next morning. Mistake 2. Consuming too much okra daily. Taking too much mucilage at once can overload the digestive system, causing bloating, nausea, or diarrhea. Because okra is cooling in nature, excess consumption can lead to cold stomach, weakness, or fatigue, especially in older adults. Use 3 to 5 pods per day maximum. Mistake 3. Eating raw okra without proper cleaning. Field-grown okra often has soil, lime powder, and microorganisms. If not washed thoroughly, especially when eaten raw or soaked, it may irritate the stomach or intestines. Choose young okra, wash well with diluted salt water, and optionally blanch briefly before soaking. Mistake 4. Thinking okra can replace medication. Okra supports blood sugar control, but cannot replace prescribed diabetes medications. Stopping your medication may cause blood sugar to rise rapidly and damage the liver, kidneys, and heart. Okra is a supporting therapy, not a substitute. Mistake 5. Cooking okra the wrong way. Deep frying or stir-frying okra in excessive oil destroys many beneficial nutrients and increases unhealthy fats in the meal. Best methods: steam or boil lightly. Avoid overcooking, too much salt, fish sauce, or oil. In summary, wash thoroughly. Use in moderation, prepare correctly, be consistent if done right. You will gradually feel positive changes every day. Best food combinations with okra for blood sugar. Control food combining plays an important role in nutrition. A good food can become even more effective when paired with the right ingredients. Okra is one such food. When combined properly, it supports the liver, kidneys, overall immunity, and enhances blood sugar stability. Here are some ideal combinations. Okra plus fresh. Ginger is warm, helps circulation, and improves digestion. People with diabetes often have cold hands and feet or poor microcirculation. When ginger is combined with okra's cooling nature, it creates internal balance, helping regulate blood sugar and preventing bloating. Simply add a few slices of fresh ginger to your okra water, leave overnight and drink in the morning. More fragrant, easier to drink, and enhances nutrient absorption. Okra plus fresh lemon contains abundant vitamin C and antioxidants. When combined with okra, it helps boost protection against free radical damage and supports blood vessel health. If you'd like, I can continue writing this section with more food combination options like garlic, chia seeds, or bitter gourd. Okra helps cleanse blood vessels and improve the elasticity of the vessel walls. This is especially important for diabetics because small blood vessels are often weak, leading to complications such as blurred vision and numbness in the limbs. You can squeeze half a lemon into a glass of okra water before drinking. The taste is mild, refreshing for the liver, and very pleasant. Third, okra can be combined with boiled sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes provide slow-digesting starch, fiber, and are excellent for diabetics. Eating them with okra helps slow down sugar absorption, preventing sudden spikes in blood glucose after meals. Additionally, sweet potatoes prevent constipation, reduce bad fat absorption, and support gentle weight loss. A great breakfast would be 1 boiled sweet potato with 5 steamed okra and a glass of warm water. Light on the stomach, keeps you full longer, and helps maintain stable blood sugar until lunchtime. Fourth, pair okra with roasted black rice or chia seeds. Both are rich in omega-3 fatty acids and soluble fiber. When combined with okra, they help regulate blood lipids and reduce bad cholesterol. You can sprinkle a little roasted black rice on boiled okra or mix chia seeds into a glass of okra water to drink in the morning. You can also try okra cooked with snakehead fish or perch. These dishes are delicious, easy to digest, and provide high-quality protein. Okra and fish soup not only nourishes the liver but also boosts energy metabolism. When combined correctly, okra becomes a comprehensive supportive food for diabetics. It stabilizes blood sugar, reduces blood fat, supports liver and kidney health, and reduces fatigue. Summery okra is truly a gift from nature that helps stabilize blood sugar from the root. Throughout today's discussion, we explored a simple vegetable with special benefits for people with diabetes. Okra helps prevent blood sugar from rising too high after meals because its natural mucilage slows glucose absorption, reducing strain on the pancreas. Okra also contains flavonoids and quercetin, powerful antioxidants that protect blood vessel walls, enhance circulation, and help prevent dangerous complications such as vision loss, kidney damage, and peripheral neuropathy. From a traditional medicine perspective, okra clears heat, nourishes the kidneys, and replenishes bodily fluids. It can relieve thirst, heat sensations, fatigue, and insomnia. When the body is cooled and the liver and kidneys are nourished, blood sugar naturally becomes more balanced. The best part is that you don't need expensive medicine, just a daily glass of okra water or a small portion of lightly boiled okra. After 2 to 3 weeks, many people feel lighter, more energized, and see more stable blood sugar readings. Remember, managing diabetes is not only about medication, but also lifestyle, eating wisely, sleeping well, and gentle exercise. When you choose the right foods and maintain healthy habits, the body can heal and rebalance itself naturally. Simple foods like okra, white radish, and eggs may look ordinary, but they have tremendous therapeutic value. By rotating them in your weekly meals, you can enjoy variety while keeping blood sugar under better control. If you have ever tried okra and found it helpful, please share your experience so others can learn. And if you'd like a more detailed meal plan combining okra, radish, and other blood sugar-friendly foods, just request it. I'd be happy to share in the next guide. Wishing you good health, a joyful spirit, and happy moments with your family each day. Looking forward to seeing you again in the next session, where we continue learning simple, natural secrets for lifelong health without high costs or dependency on medication.